want you to lose.
Hmm?
I want you to lose.
She want me to lose.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to
Ask her why she want me to lose.
hear it. Come on, girl. Let's fight.
Hmm?
Come on, girl. Go on, will you mark yourself?
Come right back, y'all. This dude doing it again. No cap. Y'all gotta excuse my background noise. Oh, day. Bruh. Oh man, you making a lot of noise yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be bothering you while you're on the game. You straight, mama, to watch it. Good night.
Hey, they done gave me 3 good corners back to back. Hey. I'm gonna take 50 pat. Yes, sir. Joe Schobert. Yes, sir. Hmm. That Derrick Henry gonna be a fool. Take another middle linebacker. Take that right tackle because I already got a left. Had to take Devontae Parker. Cause they ain't giving me no lineman. Take that right guard. Safety high. What, Destiny? Oh my stream, bro. Come on. Let's take 2 tight ends. They ain't giving me no receivers though. No cap. Desperate for a receiver. They giving me all these people. I thought I had the perfect draft. I got a decent draft. I ain't gonna complain. I got a decent draft. I ain't gonna complain. I can't tell you, man. What's the point of even giving me 2 picks at a playbook? I guess the first one would be the coach I picked, and the second one would be the playbook. I'm guessing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Playbook.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Check. 53, Mike. Check. 50. Box it.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now Rodgers. Here's a screen to Powell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down, and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Why not? Let's go.
Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, you block over here. You 59 Mark.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
53, buddy.
Howie Long, like an out-of-control
If your kicker could kick it,
getting in for the
53.
sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Yards is the distance on the punt there.
You
and
good
the
now?
Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10
What?
deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. No score after one on EA Sports.
After every game, like what you call it. On me, I'm still a chase.
On third down, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Kill. Switch.
First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Locked in.
The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
I'm locked in. Let me eat a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
Oh, no.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Let's put that team on the clock. Line 59. Over. Check it back. Yeah. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Boxing.
They'll run with Peterson. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. Highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
GG's.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't got the first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier. until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it moves big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20, 10.
Listen, the whole team.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery.
Everybody.
Seattle touchdown.
He ain't letting me get a throw off.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Game ain't over.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's try this again, man. I had it.
The Steelers offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
That's a cover, too.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Run the timeout, it's a pick.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his target, John Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he will score.
I might as well quit, bro.
Seattle.
This don't make no
John
sense.
Brown.
I'm quitting, bro. They gave me this old doodle draft, man. Give me a better draft than that, man. Give me that shit ass draft, man. I lied to the people like that. I said the best draft ever. I lied to the people like that, man. Oh, shit ass draft they gave me. Picking the code, so really don't matter. Take Bruce Arians. Man, look at the kind of drafts they be giving me, bro. Everybody else get 97s and 95. They won't give me the 89s. Minka? Dang, I already got one. I'm just put make Minka at strong. Fuck. I don't want this dude, bruh. Just look at the quarterbacks they be giving me, bruh. Should be horrible. Raheem Mostert. Bad. Right tackle, I don't need one. Left tackle. Fuck 85. Fuck. Put his ass a left tackle too. Fuck, man. They giving me all the same positions, bruh. They ain't give me not one receiver. They gave me one. Golly. Look at this. Look. All the same positions, bruh. Hey. Let me take Christian Kirk. I ain't giving nigga no corners, no nothing. Same positions. What the fuck, man? Three free safeties. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir. I got my playbook. It's raps. I got my playbook. Hey, better have gave. I got my playbook. '93, '95, '94, '96, '96. Yes, they did right. Put Minka over there. Kevin Green. White is, man. I ain't got no D-line though. They wasn't giving no D-line on the draft. Here's Maya. Say Maya. So what you wanna do? We got big Glocks and big shots and ammunition too. I got 50 shots for him and I got 30 more for you.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run on first down. Peyton, they'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. On first down, Peyton.
O-line
get this
for
one
what?
down to about the 17.
O-line
Corey
for
Peters
what?
there to bring him down.
Quick
And all
block
things
shit,
considered,
man.
they have to
Come on,
feel
man.
pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Rivers. Eluded, and he can't
No
find
quarterback I
anywhere
get
to
when I
go
throw the
with.
ball.
And he
Okay.
goes down.
None of it. Don't want to feel it.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know
Sorry,
that they're going to bring
man.
more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that
Why?
double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah,
I
think
sure
what they're
thought I
counting on
missed, but
is
I
talent
didn't
to
aim
sometimes
no more.
beat that double coverage.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. What? 380. Check back 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. 380.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson.
Drop the ball, man.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
On it.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Green. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Rivers now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Fitzpatrick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Sanders.
Man, look at this. Look at me. All my feet off.
Into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
We out.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm in my page.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Deep.
To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Cock his
down.
arm back to throw the ball, but don't throw it. This Madden is one of the worst Maddens ever. I swear to God. Swear to God.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Gotcha, Boosie.
Now he
I
lets
ain't
it go
worried about no
deep for
user.
Kirk. And it's knocked
Yeah.
away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be
PI, man.
A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Niners. John Brown, 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
There's always one slow nigga, man.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not
Look at
going to
this.
get it done in a ball
I'm
game.
hitting the
They've
hole.
got to find a way to finish these
Hitting the hole.
drives in end
They
zones.
not giving it. They not giving me nothing. Hitting the hole, man.
From the 38, Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd down.
What a goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back
I
end.
swear
Pass
to
rush,
God,
they've
bro.
been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it
Ridiculous.
together. The front and back working in sync.
Ridiculous.
Way to play good defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
No way a nigga drop back like that. You supposed to be a
49er
whole other
offense set to
receiver.
get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 41, Wilson will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be corralled out
My tight
across
end don't
midfield
even move
down to
like
the
that. God.
13 yards
My
there.
tight
and
end
Niner
move like
first.
Papa's, man.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to
my running back a high overall than me, and they doing none of this.
completion and a first
Running
down.
back hitting holes. My
We've got
running
a
back
14-3
bouncing
ball
all off
game
the
with 2
lineman.
minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play
Hold like
from
that
our
again.
studios in Orlando. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This guy's well
Take
on his
3.
way now to a big game
Let's
on
go
the
7,
ground. It's
man.
another good run there.
Let's
Puts
take
him over
it
the
3
century
though.
mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing is Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going
Pop.
through his progressions. Not there,
Pop a
not
nigga like
there.
pimp.
After about the third
Pop.
one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running right, here's Sanders.
Pop.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
32 off my word.
Strong safeties and
4th and
better
4.
tacklers, especially closer to the line of
4th and
scrimmage
4.
amidst
Calling
traffic.
it now.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming
4th
up
and
and
4,
making a
man.
big-time play?
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, Mike 50.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tahir Whitehead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
They can't call a timeout. Boy, I swear to God, they dirty. Man, I can't.
And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This is taken at his 4. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report.
Quarterback can't throw. Can't call a timeout.
The 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return.
Can't tackle, can't strip the ball, can't get a stop.
Yard line.
You name it. You can run the ball, you can throw the ball. They give him a decent drive. I can't get a decent drive. Nothing.
They built a good first half lead.
And Barry Sanders. I can't get lucky on the good running back. I got a good running back, good old line and everything.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Finna get it draft one more chance. Hey, fuck that. I know I quit. I don't need nothing to be reviewed. Fuck. Come on, man. Fuck, slow load now game. This ass bitch, man. Man, look, look here, cuz. I don't want none of these packs, man. Get that shit out of my face. Fuck. I don't give a nigga a good drive before I care about some packs. Make time. Look at the kind of calmness they give me. I'm gonna go here. Fuck DJ Moore. Yeah, I know I lost when they give me this nigga. When that nigga be my highest safety on the board, I know I lost. I ain't gonna get mad. Fuck. Give me some. You kind of want to put some pressure on the ass. Fuck. I can't never. I can't never build a good D line, bruh. Hey, look, they stay running me out with the D line. Shit. No fucking left guard. Making noise. Come on, man. Stop making all that noise.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Bruh. Hey, you get out. You can't stop making all that noise, bruh. I'm streaming. Hey, you understand what streaming means? Okay.
Set, ready? 60 more.
On 1st and 10, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Herbert, and he will find T.O. That's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Baby, put it in his life, man.
2nd and 5. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Bell. Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta get out.
So back-to-back
He gotta get out.
picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. Shift.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. He gets this one to Boyd. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Deep, ain't gonna score there. So what I do best. Make a
That
nigga
loss
take
of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Make a nigga take 3, and that's on me. Hey. Make a nigga take 3, and that's on me. Hey.
Off the play fake, Vick. Now he's forced out left. He'll run it. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that,
I get him with the
I
same
come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean,
do that
hindsight's
again.
always 20/20, but
Do
that's
that
the
again.
safe play.
You're exactly right.
Dare you
Hindsight's really never wrong,
do that
is it?
again.
Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
Dare
Don't
you
worry
to.
about it anymore.
T.O.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this one complete to T.O. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
What I be saying?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Don't be dropping the ball like that in real life.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
I wish they...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some...
And got his man complete.
He catch that, though. But couldn't catch the other one,
across
man.
midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Find a way to make some every 5 minutes.
Off play action. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going
Stop
down,
playing.
and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, yeah, T.O. That's what we like.
On first down, Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert is going to take a shot. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Stupid out their
this
mind.
decision, tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Vic operating on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Again, it's Bell.
Hill.
Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Better believe I know what it's
On fourth down, Vick. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Vick. That's complete. It's Bell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Michael Vick.
Get him.
Flushed
Get him.
right.
Let's
And
go.
a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Sell it out.
On play action, Vick. Being chased out left. Now Vick steals the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'm ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain here to make it second and 9.
D-line.
To throw on second down. Herbert got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Vick, flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now here's Vick. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I just did stupid shit. How to pick. Put myself back there.
They'll run on first down. Bell. Now they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Work.
Throwing on second down. Vick. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
See that, Tom? Right under that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
God.
From 21 yards away. As they can now even this game
they
here
bail
in
them
the
out.
fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Good. Oh, bad.
Was this fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And this is going to be intercepted.
Whole different road.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, it's West, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A first down throw coming for Vick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Vick. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
On second and goal, Vick. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. On third down, Herbert, they set up the screen to Chubb. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. That's good for 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Vick to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Vick now from the 50. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Michael Vick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. On fourth down, Vick dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even.
Man, let me get that foul.
In a moment, this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
They can't tame me. Insane me. What?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
Bro.
Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Always overtime.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And Woods has it complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
Man, pick your play, dog.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Vick now. Got a man. It's Harrison complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He was looking for Brock that time.
Yeah,
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Train Lane. Into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Nigga slow as shit, man. This is my last try at this, bro.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7.
My mama been told me don't get no poor performance.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Contacting these drug abusers. I would have been lit. I've been hood rich. And I don't even know no players.
Now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to check out in the Houston and push on the live. You just got to pay us. Told the Lord, I know it might not be. Told the Lord, just for a light of sinners. I don't want no problem with y'all winning. Y'all got winning tennis.
He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Vick on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Well, he did.
Absolutely.
They saw
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Come on. Every time you start making noise.
Watkins, the intended
Every time, bro.
That time defensively looked like
Get
they
out,
showed
man.
quite a bit of pressure.
Making noise in my ear.
And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
he went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage. And then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
Nobody makes that much noise in their sleep, bro.
Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And this is complete. It's Allen. A good pickup there of 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Michael Vick, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. offense here, about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And I picked the wrong
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Moore. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Colin Sutton was the man he was looking for. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left side.
Again? I can't catch a break.
Rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I can't catch a break.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he will score.
I'm getting off this bullshit, man.